Hello and welcome back to another final table review. Today we got the $11 mystery bounty from January 2nd. We got $1,600, just about $1,700 for the victory. We'll have mystery bounties on top of that. We've got Carla on the final table, Massa, Wonderland, Bob, Stephen Curry's on the final table here today, ladies and gentlemen. Stephen frickin' Curry. We got Sonador, Nap, and Jar Jar. And myself, of course. Surely I'll flash some numbers here shortly. There's the mystery bounties I've collected. Oh boy, do some math. 150 plus 50, 75. Like 200 and something bucks. Maybe a little bit less than that. Anyways, we got about $200 collected, 113 guaranteed. Got a three-way pot here with Stephen Curry, Bob, and Wonderland. Queen 9-3 is the board. We're 3 and 9 to start this thing off. Maybe 2nd and 9 we started it off, and then Stephen Curry won a pot or some shit, but whatever. Stephen Curry goes for a C bet here, 3 blinds into about 7.5, and they'll just take a little pot down. We are playing pretty freaking short. Jar Jar in first place does have 55 blinds, and that's plenty for them to throw around. Stephen Curry with 40, myself with 35. We got Massa with 30. The rest of the players are under 22 with Sonador under 2 blinds. Jar Jar's disconnected. Somebody wants to make a deal. What a puss. No, I'm just joking. However, Jar Jar comes back. They'll find the fold. Moving on along. Hopefully Sonador quickly rips it in. I'm not a big fan of saying their name. It's just kind of difficult for me to pronounce. Stephen Curry's out of there. Bob's folding. Bob has a very favorable name. Wonderland with about 17 blinds. We'll limp it on in into Massa's big blind. Massa raises to 3. And takes it down pre. Oh, boring. King 6 suited is almost an open here. Let's see if I find it. Oh, hell yeah, we're getting after it here today on the $11 final table. I think the mystery bounties were pretty small, and that's why I'm not really showing them right now, but it would be kind of interesting to note how many players entered the tournament. Anyways, folds around to Carla, who folds the big blind. And another thing I was going to note is they have a semi-truck as their image, which is absolutely hilarious. Carla's an interesting name, I don't care. Neither here nor there. But their image is absolutely S tier. Massa will open the button. We get a jam from the smaller. Ace-4 will just hit the muck. Did I say a jam from the button? Jam from the small blind. Open from the button. Massa's risking about 12 into a pot of 30. They do find the call. Ace-10 suited, looking for a 10. No hearts out there. There's that 10 though. No queen on the river. We're going to lose Carla. That's a damn shame. Massa does take down a huge pot and gets a mystery bounty. $5 is the size. We get the ladder to $158. 9-2, and somehow I unclicked the fold button. Guess there is an all-in for 1.3 blinds. 10 jack isolates the pot, flops 3 of a kind. We're absolutely dead if we were in the pot. King 9's out of here. That's what matters. Sonador's gone to Alonso. We're up to $220. Another mystery bounty. $24 is the size here. Stephen Curry takes down a little mystery bounty. So how many players? 2,700 players? That's a big amount. Yeah, we got very small mystery bounties. 125 bucker left. And then $5 mystery bounties. So it's pretty much just playing for chips. That's good to note. 2,700 runners. That's a big number, dude. Making the final table here. Would be impressive to win this one. We got Nap thinking about a play. 9 blinds. They rip it in effectively. And they'll take it down pre. Blinds go up. 10-7, not our hand. No sirree, we'll let that shit go. Massa in second place. Comes in for the under the gun open. Jar Jar has been kind of quiet. They are a good player, but with that being said, maybe just hasn't had the cards to play. Wonderland in the big blind will defend. King, Queen, 7 is the board. Wonderland checks, very reasonable. We get a small c-bet. Actually, it's a little bit more than a third. Is it a third? A little bit more than a third. Wonderland says, what the hell, dude? That's an interesting size. Does it size up a turn jam? Yes, it does. It's not too interesting. We just get a check raise and a call. King 10 versus King Jack. Wonderland's got the 2 pairs. We got a straight draw. That does not get there. Massa will double up Wonderland. Kind of a cooler situation there. Wonderland also gets some respect on their name. Getting all in by Bob. 17 blind jam. Open rip. Probably should have just a min-raise range and an open rip range. Jar Jar will open under the gun, and we got 4-4 playing 30 blinds effective. I think we just call, see a flop, check fold a lot, and then hopefully flop a set. Alright, flop a set and win a big pot. Ace, Ace, 5 is the board. Not the worst board for a pocket pair, if we're being honest. Get a very small bet, 1.5 blinds. I think we have to call here. No heart in our hand. That's going to make us fold a lot of turns. King of hearts. I think we just check fold here. Because even if it goes check, check, and then on the river it goes check, check, we still lose sometimes. We're going to go for a bluff here with the underpair. How big do we go? I think we have to go bigger, if I'm being honest. I think so, yeah, like at least 6 blinds. Probably even bigger. And even then, I don't think it's going to work too often. Like, if I've got 8-8 in Jar Jar shoes, I might hero call. You're still going to have Ace-X in your range. Jar Jar does go for a raise and punishes our bluff. What can you do? We've got no showdown value. I don't mind the bluff. I don't mind it. It looks ugly, though, in this instance when it gets punished. Bob open rips once again and gets a little disrespect on their name. It is kind of an interesting situation for Bob. They should find some min raises, but again, they do certainly have a range that just prefers to open rip it. You think about small pocket pairs. Probably not the smallest pocket pairs. Some of those don't mind just a fold, but I'm thinking like 8s, 7s, 6s really don't mind just open ripping there. And we get a 3-bet jam from the big blind. Nap is all in. Stephen Curry has the opportunity to get a mystery bounty. The real Stephen Curry, probably. They find the call. Aces versus Ace-9 suited. We're looking for some diamonds or 9s. None of that on the turn. Is there backdoor straight draws? Nope. So Nap gets a full double and we're 7-7. That's bad news. Started this thing in second place and somehow we're 7-7. I guess you go for a bluff with a little pocket pair of 4s when we could have just shown it down, losing 100% of the time. King 9 suited. We'll have to open it up here. We do get the opportunity to, and if there's a 3-bet, we just fold. Easy play. No 4-bet rip comes in. Stephen Curry from Brazil does not play. That's not the real Stephen Curry. I've been bamboozled. Stephen Curry doesn't live in Brazil. They've played a lot of poker though. Wonderland gets a walk. Oh, our open got through pre-flop, by the way. Jar Jar, they come in for the open. 2.2 blinds is their elected size with the big stack. Stephen Curry goes in the tank. Just finds the fold and the raise gets through pre for Jar Jar. which is a fun name to say. We get ace 4 in the big blind. Bob doesn't open rip, which is good news. We'll get to see a flop here often. We could always 3-bet rip it in here too. Facing an open from the the button, sorry. We just get a fold from the button and a raise to 2.5 from the small blind. Do I still 3-bet it? Just call and go post flop. We call and see a 7-6-4 flop. Interesting spot. We get a small bet here. Wet board. Oh, I think I end up raising here, which is... No, I don't. Do I call? I'm thinking about another hand maybe where I raise. No, it is this hand. I kind of like the play where you just protect your equity. And if we face a 3-bet jam, we have an easy fold. If they continue, we can just check it down. We expect to lose a lot. So it just protects your equity. It lets you realize it very efficiently, in my opinion. I could be wrong. But in this instance, we just take the pot down with a pair of 4s. Moving on along, back into 3 of 7. This is another situation where stacks are pretty tight. Queen 7-0. I could always limp, but if I think Jar Jar's just going to raise too much, I should just fold, I think. Stephen Curry under the gun, thinking about an open. Nope, not here, not today. Wonderland. No, they aren't going to play. We get the open ace 3 on the button here. Hopefully Nap doesn't 3-bet. Hopefully Jar Jar doesn't get too aggressive. They just pass on the spot. If Nap 3-bet jams, we just fold. Easy play. No, the raise gets through pre. Jack 10-0. Almost an open, but I think if we get too aggressive, we are certainly going to get played back at. So I think we should continue to fold here. Preserve an image of respect my bets, dude. As Jar Jar comes in for the open. Like, I think Jar Jar's open will get respect because they weren't playing necessarily too aggressive pre-flop. Or they haven't been playing too aggressive pre-flop on the final table to start the bad boy off. You know what I'm trying to say? Because we get 5s. Where I've been actually pretty aggressive. We get 5-5. We'll be back in there for an open. It's almost a spot where you want to open rip if we're being honest. But it's 27 blind, so I don't think so. We'll just come in for the min raise. And if Bob jams, yikes, I don't know what to do. But we get the raise through. But I don't know what to do. Do I call 5-5 there or just fold? Like flipping sometimes, we're really fucked by some pocket pairs that do that. Like 6s through 9s have an easy all-in play. Even 10s. They can think about a jam. Some of the stronger pocket pairs might come in for a small 3-bet. Jacks might even just rip it in pre-flop though. And that's kind of okay. Anyways, we got 10s versus aces. 10 on the flop. Wonderland makes 4 of a kind, running pretty fucking hot here against Massa, who's out of here. But anyways, Bob is also playing an aggressive all-in strategy pre-flop. So it's very likely that they'll just take their strongest pocket pairs and rip them in. So 5 should probably just fold pre-facing a 3-bet jam in that situation. But anyways, we're going to move along with one less player. We've got $435 locked up. Is that true? No, we've got 310 because I misread the fucking thing, dude. I misread the payouts. Ooh, look at this here. Limp pot? No, a raise and a call pre or some shit. Queen 9-9 is the board, and we got King 9. We can bet small as fuck. A third or a quarter doesn't really matter. I think if their range is sort of indifferent, we should go bigger. And they just check fold, which is a damn shame because we had 3 of a kind. Guys, that's no good. Stephen Curry, are you going to open it up? Nope. Folds to me. With 9-8 suited, we have to limp and probably call a raise unless it's way too big. We'll see what happens. Queen 9-5. Got a straight draw to the jack, the backdoor flush draw. There's another backdoor straight draw in there as well, the lower end. 6 of spades, dude, that's a great card. That's a beautiful card. We've got a bet here somehow. Does a check raise look good or just a lead? I think a lead looks good. Lead looks good. Take the pot down. Not too bad. Also could have just rivered the straight flush versus a better flush or a different flush. But no, that's asking for too much. 10-5 suited on the button. I kind of like an open here. It's an aggressive play, but I want to make Jar Jar come in for a 3-bet. Oh, I just pass on it. I want to make Jar Jar put the pressure on me if he's going to do it. We haven't seen it just quite yet. Jar Jar just rips it in for 14 blinds, and they'll take the pot down pre. Jack 2, not a playing hand in any situation, just about. There's actually situations, but I don't want to talk about it. Nap with 13 blinds, just gonna fold a small. Stephen Curry gets a walk. 8-7 suited. Oh boy, are we coming in for the open? I like to see it. Jar Jar quickly folds. Naps out of there. Stephen Curry or Bob, if they rip, we have an easy fold. No, our raise gets through pre. You love to see it with 8 high. Ace 8 is almost an open, but I think we need to fold. We got Wonderland in the big blind. Jar Jar to our left. A bunch of jamming stacks as well. 3 of them. Ace 8. Oh, we'll just find the fold. We get 8-10 in the big blind. How many players we got? Still 6? Looks like 5 every time I look at the board over here. Whatever. Not the board. The table, sorry. Bob jams, gets one through pre-flop. We got a 6 and a 2. Bob's all in once again, so it looks like they're just only ripping it in pre-flop, which is not a good strategy. We got Jack 10 suited. Bob jams, we just fold, of course. Damn, dude. It's a beautiful hand. Has to hit the muck, though. We get a jam by the ace queen. We got the flush draw versus the other ace queen. Diamond on the river. You love to see it. Bob is out of here. We get the ladder. What a shame, Bob. Like, in this instance, they'd probably just go for the open, face a 3-bet jam, and call. Still lose, but sort of a shitty strategy just to be jamming it all in each time. No offense, Bob. Nap is all in for 10 blinds. Stephen Curry says, what do we do here, dude? We got very small mystery bounties out there. I think they're all $5. So those don't matter. We're 3 of 5 now with $435 locked up. Ace Jack, we open and call some 3-bets depending on what happens. I hate a small 3-bet by Jar Jar, but we might just 4-bet jam. Playing about 30 blinds deep. Stephen Curry rips it in. Now this is just a call 5-handed. This is just a call, and we gotta see what the heck happens here. Good luck to me. King. Oh, fuck off, Stephen Curry. Need some clubs or no, just an ace. Not gonna find it here. Still just a call. Nothing you can do about that one. Moving on along with 15 blinds. We got queen 6 in. We're just folding in. Ace 7 is a jam if folded to. We can also almost rip it in if Wonderland opens, which I kind of like the play. Just a 3-bet jam from the small blind with ace 7-0. But it does fold to me, so we can just rip this in. Hopefully take it down pre or get a call and win a pot. Because that's always cool too. 6-3 suited, not a hand to play. Limp pot, king 9-2 flop. Jar Jar goes for a 1 blind bet. Nap here just gets out of the way and we're moving on along. Boppity boppity boo. Queen 2. Nope. Nothing doing there. Man, 1,600 bucks would be nice. Heck yeah. Let's get this W, dudes. 15 blinds, 4 or 5, not looking great, but we'll do what we can, you know. Wonderland opens, Stephen Curry defends the big blind. 4-3-2 flop, good board for the big. There's ace 5 in Wonderland's range, of course. Maybe even 6-5 suited. And then some pocket pairs, the 4s, 3s, 2 should be in there as well. 10s, of course. So we got a 10 of hearts on the turn. Very interesting situation. We'll see how aggressive Wonderland plays it. 10 blinds in the middle. If we see a 8 blind bet, we're just sizing up the river jam. You might be able to go a little bit smaller. 6.5, does that work as well? Not quite. Doesn't quite size it up perfectly, you know. Wonderland's bet will just get through on the turn there, and blinds go up. Ace 8. In this instance, do we play it? Do we come in for a min-raise fold? Oh, I like a min-raise fold. That's a damn shame. Pass Brendan, pussy's out. It's not an amazing situation, and I think we are going to face a lot of 3-bets. So I understand why I fold. I just think I should still come in for the open there. We'll just ignore that ace on the flop. Ace 4-2 is the board. Just kidding, we're not going to ignore it. Stephen Curry bets 1 blind out of position. Wonderland gets the fuck out of there. We got a 3 and a 2 in the big blind. That's very cool. Because we've got 12.3 blinds and we face an open. Under the gun, Jar Jar will take this down pre. $10-8. I don't even know if we limp this in. This might just be a fold. We wouldn't mind getting another ladder. That wouldn't be too bad. Or a stronger hand. How about that one? Queen 9-0 on the button. Facing the open, we just fold. Man, I want to play some poker. Nap in the big blind. Napping away, fold in their hand. 6-4, not our hand. We just move along. Hopefully there's a bust out. Nap with 7 blinds. Rip it in, dude. Offer up that $5 bounty to Stephen Curry. Not today. 2-4 suited. Nope. Stephen Curry. Not gonna play and acting really slow. I guess if you're a basketball specialist, you probably aren't going to know how to play poker too well. Or maybe you do. Stephen Curry is on the final table of an $11 mystery bounty. You gotta expect. He knows what he's doing here. He's also just visiting Brazil. 9-8 suited facing the jam. Easy fold. Queen 2, what do you know, an easy fold. Let's get a ladder here. Nap, rip it all in. Jar Jar calls, no. Jar Jar will get a walk. 9 and a 4, holy shit. We're here getting dealt the deck, dude. The entirety of the deck. Jar Jar rips it in, Nap will do something, and then we'll see what happens. What do you want to do, Nap? Not gonna call. 5 and a 2. We've made it through every card in the deck now. Hopefully we get a couple connected cards next time. Wonderland opens. Yeah, the king 8-6 flop. It's pretty connected out there. Got lots of straight draw potentials in the big blind. We got flush draw potentials for both players. 2 pair potentials in the big blind. Sets are possible for both players. 7 on the turn, so 9-10 gets there. 9-5, 5-4. 8-7, 7-6. Wonderland can even have like a suited king here with like a king 8, king 7, king 6. 4 on the river puts a one-liner to a 5 out there. This probably goes check a lot. At least after the big blind checks. Hard for Wonderland to bet again and rep anything too credibly. But maybe that makes it a good bluff spot. Because it's hard to rep anything credibly, so it's just like, if you think that I'm never gonna bluff here, when I do bet, it's probably just value. Wonderland goes in the tank and very reasonably checks, and Stephen Curry takes down a pot with the king and the jack into ace 3. Oh, hits the muck, unfortunately, as Nap has 4 blinds. And we can make like $170 or some shit. If Nap busts, that is, of course. Nap is all in. We'll see if Wonderland goes for the $5 bounty. Do. Get it in, dude. Let's see what happens. Hurry up and call. Hurry up and call. Or a raise, I guess. That's good news. We get it all in. King 5 versus Queen 3. Looking for some hearts. Queens and 3s. No. We get a jack and a 2 and not hearts. So Nap does get a full double and we go into a break. What a damn shame. Coming back from break, we do get an open from Stephen Curry on the button, and we got ace king in the big blind. It's pretty cool happening. Let's get this in somehow and win a big pot. Whoa, we get a 3-bet by Wonderland. Stephen Curry's in a weird spot. They've got 2 $5 bounties on the line and potentially 2 ladders. Holy shit, they're gonna get it in with 9-9. We need an ace and a king. We find it. No spades. Just no 9 dealer. 10 of spades on the river is great news. 26 blinds. We're in 3rd place by just we barely cover Wonderland, and we're just behind Stephen Curry, so we're right back in the game. King 4 suited. We can limp and potentially call some raises here. Unless it's just way too big, like 4 blinds or something. I wonder if I should limp 3-bet. Charger makes it 3.5 blinds. They haven't been too aggressive against me yet, so I think I should just call and see a flop. I could be wrong. I still could just 3-bet jam, and we got the nut flush draw on the ace high board. Charger bets 3 blinds. Kinda just want to get this one in so we can realize our equity. Otherwise, if we just call, we might have to fold some turns. Well, we do elect to call. We find the diamond on the turn. And a free river card pairing the board. Small bet looks standard, but I do like big bets here. Trying to induce a raise, of course. We get a quick call, and we will never know what they had. Probably just a pair of aces. Although Queen 9 comes back to my mind. I could be wrong, though. Stephen Curry comes in for the open, and holy shit, we do have 32 blinds. We're in 2nd place here, dudes. That's a pretty good situation, considering where we were coming back from break. We get an open by Wonderland, ace 10, playing 30-some blinds. I don't know what to do, but we have to at least call. Can't fold here. A 3-bet does look cool. We land on the call option. Like if Nap rips it in and then Wonderland isolates, do I just fold ace 10? Or if Stephen Curry rips, easy fold, I guess. I don't know, but Nap is all in for 7 blinds. Like I think I just fold if Wonderland rips it in here. Even though there is pocket pairs and whatnot. Do I call? What do I do? Ace 10, this is tough. 5-handed on the final table here? Man, I wish there were some bigger bounties out there. It would just be such an easy call. But Wonderland folds. This is an easy call. 5 blinds into about 18. Just click the call button. Good luck to us. Oh, it's just jacks. They flop a set. We need a queen, dude. Or just a queen. Not today. At least we kind of got to realize, or sorry, go through some thought processes on that situation, because I don't even know what to do. Ace 10, now that I sit here now. If Wonderland 4-bet jams for about 20 blinds, 5-handed, do I still call the ace 10 there? I have no fucking clue. Anyways, we got a king 7-4 flop. Nap has some chips to play with now. They come in for the open from the button. Wonderland defending their big blind. Get a very small c-bet. Wonderland thinking check raise here, I think. There it is. They go super small. 3.3 blinds. It's under 2 to call. Does Nap ever just 3-bet rip it in here? Try to protect their equity? Realize it as well, I guess? No. Nap says I had a bluff, dude. I can't call your small raise. Just a bluff. 10-6 in the big blind, not what we're looking for. Hopefully we get a walk and we're moving on along. No, we're not. Stephen Curry opens the button. Let's see a big pot here between Wonderland and Stephen Curry. Just a 3-bet jam and a quick call. Oh, we do get the 3-bet jam and a quick call, Stephen Curry. Quick call. No quick call, that's a shame. There's a few tank calls, but not many, right? Tank usually means fold. Moving on along. 7-4 in this small. Still in 3rd place here. Stephen Curry's right back in there, though. Jar in the big blind. Not gonna play with Steph there. Queen 5 suited on the button is an open, I think, if folded to. Man, Jar can punish me, but I think I still find it. You better find it, dude. Just click the 2 blind open. There you go. Jar folds if Nap rips, easy fold. If they call, things get interesting. Oh boy, things got interesting. Jack 9-4, all clubs. I think a c-bet comes in here. Very small, quarter pot. We could even bet 1 blind. I like a 1 blind bet if we're being honest. I go a quarter pot. I really think I should have bet 1 blind, but it doesn't really matter. It only saved me 0.3 blinds if we face the check raise. But I think it even looks stronger as we face the jam and we have to fold queen high. 10-6 suited, not gonna play it from the cutoff here with Stephen Curry in the big blind playing lots of hands. Steph gets a walk. Ooh. King 6. Nope. No play. Jar opens it up. Wonderland and the big blind's getting after it too. Oh, we just face a 3-bet jam. Or I guess that's Jar Jar who does. They call two kings versus ace 10 suited. Diamond draw. Diamond draw, dude. Ace on the river. Oh no, what a damn shame. Jar Jar loses a huge pot there. Oh, that's a shitty river, dude. We all would have made a big ladder. But no. We face a jam and we find the fold. Moving on along and a king and a jack. Ooh, do we 3-bet jam versus this open here? The call looks stupid if we're being honest. I like it. Do it, dude. Don't be a pussy, just 3-bet jam. Yes, we find the 3-bet jam. King jack off. We hope to take it down pre-flop, of course. If we get called, we hopefully have fair equity. The jam gets through pre. Nice aggressive play gets rewarded. King 5, we can get out of there. Jar Jar limping it in. Nap is covered. Checking it on back. Ace 9 8. Ace 9 8 is the board. 2 diamonds out there. Plenty of straight draws. Plenty of draws, yes sirree. We get a call and a 9 on the turn, pairing the board. Jar Jar checks it on over. Nap goes in the tank. They bet half pot, get a quick call. King on the river. The flush draw misses. All the straight draws miss. 9 blinds in the middle. Nap goes in the tank again. What size do we go here on the river with the stack to pot ratio? They effectively jam it all in, leaving themselves 0.6 blinds for some reason. I don't get that, that's for sure. We get an all in by Jar Jar. Quick call, Jack 9 for 3 of a kind versus Kings, who makes a full house on the river. Whoa, that's a cooler if I ever saw one. Nasty river card. Jar Jar gets the $5 bounty. We got a king and a 2. We'll just let that go. We make a ladder there, $600 locked up. Da-doo-doo-doo, Stephen Curry limps it on in into Wonderland's big blind. Get an ace 3 flop. Steph bets 1 blind and takes the pot down. Da-doo, da-doo, da-doo-doo-doo, 10 and a 2. No, we're just gonna fold facing any action here. Hopefully we get a walk. Stephen Curry opens the button once again. Nothing we can do. All in by Wonderland. That's a big jam. It'll just get through pre-flop though. No crazy action. We got ace 9. This is another spot like the king jack. We can just 3-bet jam this one here. Stephen Curry is so aggressive. I think it's just a jam for 16.5 blinds. We certainly don't want to call. Folding seems way too weak. I think, yeah, do it. Rip it in. Oh no, we get isolated by Jar Jar. You know what, that's bad. We're looking for a chop pot here, dude. A 9 also works, but 8 and a 4, a 5 is not going to do it. That's a damn shame. We're going to get 4th place there for $600. And then some mystery bounties on top of it, which is pretty nice. I think it was like $250 or something like that. We get 4th out of 2,700 players. That's nice little run there. But that's the end of the show. So if you got any comments or suggestions on improving the show, fire them down in the comments below. There should be another final table review like this, a 109 Pacific Rim special. That'll be coming up at some point in time. But anyways, it's the end of the show. So adios, amigos.